Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at one of the most important parts of your car stereo system, car settings. Now, when you open the settings menu, you'll see a bunch of options like network and internet, apps and notifications, storage, location, accounts, accessibility, Google, and a few others. But today, I'm going to focus specifically on car settings, because this section really controls how your stereo interacts with your vehicle. Once you're inside the car settings menu, you'll notice it's broken down into a few main categories: general, display, sound, factory, and device info. So let's go through them one by one. First up, general settings. Here, you'll find radio region. In this settings, you can set your region as USA, Europe, Latin, etc. This rear mirror settings allows you to mirror the reverse pictures. The AUX settings, which allow you to adjust the direction of AUX images. It's handy if your input visuals seem flipped or misaligned. Next is the front mirror setting. This lets you configure how the front camera displays. You can even mirror the camera image if needed. You'll also see something called SWC type. That stands for steering wheel control. If your vehicle has steering wheel buttons that control the stereo, this is where you'll go to program or connect them properly. You can also choose to turn on or off touchscreen shortcuts, which appear on your stereo display for quicker access to apps or features. Then there's illumination detect. This setting controls whether the stereo's touch buttons light up when your parking lights are turned on. If you disable this, the touch buttons won't light up, even at night. There's also a safety feature called Can Watch Video While Driving. As the name suggests, this blocks video playback when you're driving. It's a good way to stay focused on the road. You'll also find a setting to enable or disable dynamic reversing lines, which guide you while reversing. If you want to see the lines or remove them, this is the toggle for that. Autoplay music lets your stereo automatically start playing music from your USB drive when it's plugged in. There's a USB tethering option for sharing your phone's internet, and a setting to choose your default navigation app. I personally set mine to Google Maps for convenience. A few more things here. You can turn off the front camera automatically after shifting out of reverse, or turn on the front camera automatically when switching to accessory mode. There's also a delayed reversing option, where the rear camera stays on for a moment even after you stop reversing. And finally, there's device info, where you can see the system's hardware and software details and speed correction, which is useful if your GPS speed readings are slightly off. Now, onto the display section. Here you can set a screensaver, change its theme, update your wallpaper, and adjust the brightness of the screen. You also have the option to change the illumination color. If your stereo supports RGB lights, you can customize the button backlight color or even animate it. Under screen parameters, you'll be able to fine-tune your brightness, contrast, and saturation to get the display looking exactly how you want it. This part is super important, especially if you care about audio quality. There are settings that adjust your media volume when you're using navigation or reversing. This helps reduce distractions by lowering or muting music when voice guidance or reverse mode kicks in. You can also adjust individual volumes: media volume, navigation sound volume, Bluetooth volume, ring volume, and finally, the default volume lets you set how loud your stereo starts up each time. No more sudden loud music when you start the car. Now, this section is a little more advanced and protected by a password. The default password is 6 zeros, 000000. Once you're in, you'll find the car type settings, which let you choose the specific car model that matches your stereo for better compatibility. If your car has a CAN bus system, there's a whole section for configuring those features. These include real-time vehicle data displays and button mapping. Then there's touch learning. This lets you assign functions to the touchscreen buttons. Physical learning is for customizing hardware buttons, and remote control learning is used if your stereo comes with a remote. You can also show the stereo's voltage on screen, mirror control buttons to the right side, show or hide the status bar, control the radio antenna power, enable AV output for external monitors, adjust screen size, backlight current, or restore the default boot logo. Slide out the navigation bar if you want extra space. Turn on or off the startup navigator. Add a delay to start up using ACC delay, which helps prevent boot looping. This is an important tip. Have you noticed that your car stereo takes time to load every time you power it on? That's because it starts from scratch each time. But if you keep it in standby mode, that delay won't happen. It'll power up instantly every time. There are so many other fine-tune options here. Enable split screen. Show real-time network speed. Switch between KMH and MPH. Enable or disable RDS. Play videos in the background. Improve USB compatibility. Rotate the screen for different mounting styles. Choose between TV or 360 degrees camera input. Select your voice assistant. I like using Google. Use IR control, Bluetooth pairing options, and ring sync modes. Adjust radio equalizer and USB compatibility modes. Enable or disable CCD enhancement, reverse detection. Even generate a QR code for sharing configurations. Choose which app launches at startup. I usually set mine to open the radio. And finally, you can select your startup navigation app. So there you go. The car settings menu is packed with powerful tools, and while not all of them are necessary for every driver, it's always better to understand what each one does before making changes. Some features improve safety, some boost convenience, and others are just fun to customize. What do you think about these car settings? Were any of them new or surprising to you? Let me know in the comments below. And if this helped you out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, be innovative and stay tuned with SetNFix.